Hello, everybody. I'm back. Your favorite urban survivalist, Michael Dundee. Listen, I know that it's been a while, right? But crikey, let me tell you this. I found some treasures where I came from. Your favorite guy, back from down under, still kind of under. I'm out here somewhere on the serious streets of Baltimore, and boy, do I love it. One of the craziest places ever, especially if you're married to a black girl. Freaking amazing. Listen, they don't take any crap, not any time of the day. And actually, I'm trying to get back into my house now. It's been over 2 weeks, and you would think she would let me back in since the last time I was kicked out by my old broad wife. She still owes me a lot of money. I put her on board with my channel, my network. Why doesn't she give me any fruits that I bear? Well, anyway, we're out here in Baltimore, and if Charmel would just let me back in, if anybody here on live would tell Charmel, let me back in, I want to get my stuff out of there, then that would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, I'm so glad you're here, because you can see in the background, I'm near a crime scene. How crazy, right? Whoa, what is that? Yeah, I'm sure those guys over there are doing a huge trap scene. What they call trap inside of big cities such as Baltimore. It means you're doing a little of the drugs. You don't know what the drugs are. I'm talking about some Colombian Bam Bam, some Colombian North Star, nose candy, amongst many other things. It got people chasing the dragon, if you know what I mean, or spinning their wheels, doing the well, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm sure they're about to hide a dead body over here, but don't worry about it. It's all safe out here, right? You're gonna love it. I found so many things. First of all, when you're out here, you want to make sure you're always prepared. Yeah, because sometimes some people get a little aggressive in asking for money. Now, I don't mind having people ask me for money. But out here, you gotta be a little prepared, because some people just don't know how to take now. And for example, I have this it's a Kinner's bat. What is it? Winner's bat. That's what it is. It's not a Louisville Slugger. But let me tell you something. It surely does get the job done when you need it. You know what I mean? So, you get back out here, you're climbing through somebody's trash, looking for some real good treasure, not necessarily just to take home, but to eat. You're fighting with the neighborhood stray cats. Next thing you know, you hear somebody say, "Hey, buddy, you're stepping on my groin. You gotta pull this bad baby out and let him know who's boss. That you're the new alpha inside of that urban jungle. Out here, there may be a lot of established bigwigs, but I'm the line out here. You understand? Nobody knows a place that is always ready to kill you than somebody from Australia. That's right. In Australia, everything's coming to kill you. They call it the devil's backyard. And boy, I certainly do agree. Anyway, take a look at this bat. Wooden. It's been polished and cherry stained. And it doesn't have to be all fancy and stuff like that. All it has to do is have some weight to it. And when the time comes and you're ready to fight 3 or 4 guys who's trying to have their way with you, all you gotta do is swing for the gates like Joaquin Phoenix in the movie Signs, which was a great movie. He surely fouled through, and look what happened. Whether it be a bunch of hobos who's ready to take advantage of you, in the streets or an alien from outer space. A whole entire 180 of a swing will take anybody out, especially with a nice old trusty cherry wood, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, you don't have to be Cal Ripken Jr. to hold one of these. That's why I like them. They're very trusty, okay? So, make sure you got yourself a bat or any type of weapon, because you never know. Some of these homeless people out here are very aggressive. Sometimes food and a no, they just won't take. You're probably asking me, Mike, what do you eat? Well, I eat whatever I can find. And right now, I found a treasure beyond measure. Look what I found. A nice, good can of regular sour pickles. That's right, sour pickles. No one's eating these. Are you insane? These things are great. Look at them. They look to be nice and fresh. They're dipped inside their own dill juice. And let me tell you something. Sometimes the summers in Baltimore can be so hot that they can fry an egg on the concrete. So, after you're done, you got pretty stoned out of your gourd. You drink a little bit of this, or you drink all of it. And let me tell you this, the hydrational measures are beyond amazing. That's right, I can't tell you how many times I survived an outback with just a pint of pickle juice, let alone a sour whole pickles. Not only are you going to be parched, but your thirst is going to be quenched in an extreme level. You're going to love it. Let me tell you, I endorse sour whole pickles. And some of it might look like urine, but it ain't urine. Not to mention, speaking of urine, if you ever can't find a proper place to pee, you can pee inside of this. This can go for a long time. And if you ever can't find anything to moisturize and just give you a break from the heat, you pour your urine over the side of your head. I tell you, it may be only temporary, but the level of refreshment is omega and alpha at the same time, buddy. You're gonna love it. Sour whole pickles, I tell you, there's some treasures that you just can't measure. Well, anyway, also, listen, I'm not all for stealing, but you may find a couple of things. So, I just happened to sneak my way into my ex-girlfriend's house. And what did I find? Some more treasures that you can't measure. Bada bing, buddy boy, as Americans would say. I found me an old clock, and I found me a pack of money. That's right. I'm not going to be homeless for long. Red Roof Inn, it's about to be a party later on this week. So, yeah. So while the old broad may be pissed off, she's going to be pissed off even more. She's not going to give you back my stuff. That's fine. And I'm going to take her stuff. And the new boyfriend, well, screw him. He'll never be able to find me. Why? Because I'm an urban survivor. I can hide anywhere. That's right. I can even hide in your local garbage disposal. Trash can. No one ever looked there. Not to mention, I was able to find a lot of sensitive information in there. So if you're looking on this live feed, please shred your papers, because I looked up some of these names of people I came in direct interaction with, and some of you are my actual fans, and I've seen some of your information. So do yourself a favor and shred everything. Now that you're on these streets, you're going to need You're going to need to Glock and cock and Glock some things. And this is perfect. No one's going to mess with me. Remember, your local homeless person is not always going to take no for an answer. You always need to be prepared. And if any of you, once again, see my girlfriend, tell her, Shamel, please open up the door. I'm only going to ask nicely one more time. Let me come and get my stuff, and I can give you back everything that you and your boyfriend has in a non-violent way. Please. That's all I ask. So, now that we out here, you got your pickles, you got your bat, you got your Glock, and you got a little bit of grain all in between, just in case. So now, you are not only surviving, you're thriving, buddy boy. You like it. You love it. You want some more of it. Not only that, we got, just in case you're ever in the night, okay? There are kids everywhere, and you want people to see you. In case, okay, you happen to steal your ex-girlfriend's bike, you can be seen at night with reflectors. That's right. Now you have reflectors. No one's going to hit you by mistake and say that it was an accident. All right? Especially for all my DACA fans out there. You know, the DACA ones. You now have your own vest. People will be able to see you. All right? No one's going to run you over. But you probably want to take it off, especially when your ex-girlfriend's new man is looking for you. Shamel, please, I want to make this as less tense as possible. So, just in case he does find you, you don't have that gat on you, you don't have that bat on you. They can find your body because no one's going to care about who you are until they can find you. And if they can't find you, that's because you don't have this on. Make sure you have this on for safety at all times. That's right. Safety measures. Okay? And, you know, some of you might be a little bit bold. So, not only do you have your safety vest, you got your bat, because you're smart, your Glock, and you got your sour pickles. Now, let's say you want to be a little bit more spiritual. So, you find a biblical commentary Bible. That's right, because once you see how big your ex-girlfriend's man is, you're probably going to see the Lord, especially if you don't have any of your weapons on. But remember, I'm from the outback. I've battled snakes, spiders, lizards, and kangaroos. I'm pretty sure that a 6'4", 265 black guy is going to be no match for me. Possibly, maybe, but I'm going to carry this just in case, because you can never be too sure when you're going to meet the Lord, all right? And you want to tell him that you went out, not only fight, but you went out not only peaceful, but you went out trying to figure out what his word was. And maybe if he pulls out a gun on you, and this is in your left pocket, it'll somehow maybe block you from the bullet that's going to go into your heart, okay? But you won't worry about that because you got that gat on you. That's right. Never forget the gat, all right? That's going to be one of your biggest ways of surviving in the streets. What was that, my man? Okay, actually, hold on. I'm going to need you to actually stay right here. Yeah, I think I got some money. Here you go. Here you go. That's right. All right. You have yourself a nice night. Yeah. Go on, boy. Go on. Yeah, go on. All right. Good day, mate. Why didn't I have that in my back pocket? I'll never know. Anyway, let's say you're living in your car and you're looking at Urban Safari. You need an electricity. You got yourself an emergency generator, because you never know when you're gonna need electricity to start your car, keep your engine running, and you can play music at weird moments of the night and scare a lot of the drug dealers, and then they come out and they get their boys on you, and then you turn it off and you move to another side of the city. You basically want to move to the sides of the city where they have parking lots of companies who are open 24/7. Those are the best places to sleep. Everybody thinks you're on lunch break, but you're not. I remember, and this was a couple months ago, I had to stay out. I was living in my car, and still am, because it's Charmel. And I went to an Amazon parking lot, and boy, did I party like it was 1999. That's right, I wasn't born then, but I certainly knew how to party then. Why? Because I had my generator right with me. That's right, my generator stood the test of time. And then when it was time to get out of there, boy, did I scram like it was yesterday or last year, or I left like I was an illegitimate father who just found out that it was not my child. Well, anyway, now that you know some of the most biggest survival secrets in the Urban Safari, I want you to know, make sure that you're always protected. Bring your bat, bring your gat, and always make sure you got some sour pickles with you, because you never know when you have to rely on these, because sometimes it's not going to always be a party like it's 1999. Sometimes you have to party by yourself. I really don't know what that means, but again, Shama, please open up the door. You played possibly too much. I promise I'll give everything back in spades. Someone, please tell her to open up her door. She's on Instagram and everything else. All right? I'm Mike Dundee, signing off, telling you to play it safe. And if you can't play it safe, then have a good time not doing it. Good night.